What's up, everybody? It's Rox, and I'm coming to you today with a review for Love and Hip Hop Hollywood Season 2, Episode 4. So, yeah, you guys, we gonna keep it real. Look, last night, we just recently got a new roof on our house on Friday, and when they were there, they knocked the cable, satellite shit, whatever the fuck it is, they messed it up, so we haven't been able to watch cable. Just the local channels work, and they're not coming out till Wednesday. So yesterday, when Love and Hip Hop Hollywood came on, I knew I wasn't going to be able to watch it, which was no big deal because I could watch it, on my phone. I'm sure there was going to be a link, and I actually got the link early, but for whatever reason, in my mind, bitch, I guess I thought I was on fucking vacation or something because I act like yesterday was Friday or Saturday. So, honey, I got to celebrating and shit. So I was drinking. And I was having myself a good old time. I done got Jada out there, child. We was shuffling and hitting the quan and all of that. Had a good ass time, drinking my ass off. And, today I can't quite, I've been about 45 seconds behind on just like everything. Like it just take a little while for shit to get from the ears to the brain, for all of it just to, to make the connection. Yeah, I've been fucked up today. I'm like for real hungover, man. I was sleeping good. Then I woke up about 4 o'clock and I was like, my stomach don't feel right. I laid there for like 30 minutes. I was like, maybe I better get up and take an Advil or something. Normally I would take something before I go to sleep because, so I won't be hungover, but I wasn't even really drinking nothing. I was drinking these, those hard apple, those little malt beverage hard apple. Little 10-ounce can. I think I had 2. I might have had 3. Okay, but just little, like not no whole, but I guess 10 ounces, that's 30 ounces. It didn't feel like it was that big of a deal, right? So about 4:30, I got up, and bitch, I took my ass to the kitchen, and I was about to get my Advil, and man, I was just like, oh, you know how you get the watery mouth? And then I started going, you know how you do that? And I was just like, bitch, I know you ain't fixing to fucking throw up off of these damn drinks. Them little ass drinks. You guys, I was just like, Roxanne, you is a grown ass woman, bitch. You best to be whored. You is whored. Okay. I was like, oh my God, I can't go running back to the bathroom. My husband's gonna be like, I know you not sitting up here throwing up on a damn Tuesday. So I just stood there in the kitchen for a long time. I was just like standing there like, I'm just going to try to calm my stomach down. So like after about 2-3 minutes, okay, then my stomach started to settle. And I was like, okay, let me take these Advil. And I drank the water, drank the Advil down, and went on back to sleep. And I woke up at 7 o'clock this morning. And I said, bitch, you was fucking tripping last night. Like, really? Why was you drinking? And you doing budget. It's budget time. I'm up here with this foolishness. So today, I just gotta, y'all, thank God I ain't gotta do no Ray J impersonations. I got to keep it real level today. So y'all, that's it. I just had to give you a little story on on my night last night. Watched the show this morning, and anyway, you guys, let's get to it, shall we? Willie and Shonda, the same story. They stressed out because they ain't got enough money. And like Willie told us last week, Shonda ain't getting back on the pole. He meets with his ex-manager from his day 26 days, Screwface. Screwface is now working in the distribution part of a major label. Willie is just like, yeah, I got to do something because, the bills is getting big and my wife is stressing me out and I just need to make some shit happen. You think I can come over there to you? Screw was like, look, I'd be glad to take you, but I can't do nothing. I can't do nothing until you get from Harry and your independent label deal that you got over there. So Willie is trying to figure out how to get from under Harry. So you guys know Willie is stressed. His wife is stressed. Okay, the label done stressed him out. Nothing is going well. The bills is piling up. Shonda is determined to get her ass back on the pole. Willie says, why you always got to jump from A to Z, nigga? We can't settle somewhere around P, Q, somewhere in there. No, you're not getting back on the pole. You can get a regular job. She was like, I'm not a regular girl, okay? And I makes more than regular money, okay? I am super spectacular stripper Shonda. I do everything big, and I'm fixing to go make this guap on this pole. And he was like, no, you're not doing that. See, I don't even be wanting to tell you about shit because, you know, you just panic and you get too excited. And she's like, well, these bills is really getting out of this world. We just need to get back on the other side of these bills. And he was like, well, look, I met with my boy Screw, and he says that he can get us over to his major label if we can, you know, if I can get out from this deal with Harry. She was just like, oh, that ain't gonna work. Harry ain't gonna let you out your damn contract. Okay, you gonna have to pay him back. That's $250,000. We ain't got that damn money. Willie was like, look, don't worry about it, baby. I got it. So we see Willie in the studio. He has a beautiful voice, you guys. He's a beautiful boy. He could stand to pick up a few pounds, but maybe that's because they ain't got no fucking money, and maybe he ain't eating. You know, that ramen life is hard on the weight. After he gets out the studio, he sits down with Harry, and I could look at Harry and be like, nigga, you is stuck, okay? Harry looked like his last name is Bernstein, okay? And if you know anything about them Bernsteins, they ain't fixing to let you out your damn contract. Willie is just telling them, like, you know, I gotta do something, you know, money is drying up and shit is starting to get bad. And Harry's like, look, I understand how you feel. I know your family is pressuring you, and you know, but these things don't happen overnight. You just need to be patient. Don't let, you know, the pressures of everything get you to making some bad decisions. And Willie was just like, well, look, I ain't got time to be waiting on shit, you know, plans to come through and all. I want to leave this record label. And Harry was like, I kind of wish you didn't say that, Willie. He looked like he wanted to shoot him, didn't he? He was just, that face never changed. He's like, well, I guess I'm gonna have to talk to my partners, but I can tell you right now that probably ain't gonna happen. Yeah, I don't know about that, Willie. So like I said, Willie gonna have a hard time getting out from Harry. You ain't going nowhere, bruh. Nikki says that she ain't seen her girl Brandy since they busted in on Max at the studio. So you guys, they at the park and they working out. You can look at both of them and tell neither one of them look like they work out. I mean, Nikki looks like she goes to the plastic surgeon for a touch up here and there all the time, and fucking Brandy is so damn skinny. It's just like, what is she doing? But anyway, they out there at this park, child. Nikki is telling her about the drama with Fizz and Kamaya, you know, that she's dating Fizz. She tells him about the little fight, and then she also tells her about Jason Lee and how, you know, Jason, you know, met up with her and Hazel, and he threw the damn drink in her face, and you know, Brandy, she mad, okay? Because Brandy said, bitch, Nikki is her little sister. I was like Baby D. Y'all remember from next Friday, you know, the little sister is bigger than the damn big sister. Brandy said, you know what? I don't play that shit. He threw that drink in that girl's face. That's fucked up. I'ma fuck him up when I see him, y'all. Because you guys know that Brandy, she tough. Nikki says, well, you know, girl, I'm having this beauty bar, so you can come on down, and when you see him, you can get with him then. So, she's at her beauty bar. Okay, she getting all dazzled up. You know, everything that I do is beautiful. Everything that I do is hot. Everything I do is right, you know. Nikki, she is so fucking much. That damn Jason Lee walk in, and I said, I know this nigga don't walk in with Kamaya. Really? And he gonna come trying to tell us that, you know, he wanted to talk to Nikki about, you know, the confrontation with Hazel because he don't get down like that. He also brought Kamaya because he feels like the two of them need to have a discussion about this whole Fizz situation, like Mother Teresa or some shit. Nigga, go sit your fucking ass down. Nobody want to talk to your ass about it. Anyway, you guys, so he goes up to Nikki, and Nikki just sitting in the chair, just cool as a cucumber, like, hey, what's up, what's up? Hey, come on, girl, what's up? I was like, she is so fucking LA. That's exactly, LA girls don't turn up right away, okay? They scope out the situation. They just kind of sit there and watch, be mad as fuck on the inside. But yeah, she didn't get too excited right away. So Jason Lee comes up to her and was just like, I wanted to talk to you about what happened with Hazel and Brandy. She's over there just kind of yapping on the side, you know. So Jason Lee was like, look, I ain't even here to talk to your chihuahua, okay? Get your fucking lap dog somewhere. Brandy goes, no, he did not call me a chihuahua. And she's so extra. So the shit turns up real quick, okay? I thought he said he wanted to talk to Nikki and that he don't, you know, he don't get down like that. But he's all just like, you know, that shit wasn't cool that you brought me in a situation where you and Hazel ambushed me. I was like, what the fuck is he talking about? Ambushed you? It was very clear why everybody was there. Nigga, you the one that got all excited and was all in Hazel's face like some old bitch ass like you fucking is. And then threw the drink, okay? But he tried to tell Nikki that she was the reason for it. She was just like, no, you did that. In the meantime, while him and Nikki are fussing back and forth. Brandy go get her bottle of water. You know, she drink a little bit down and then she throw it. I guess that was her, you know, that's her version that she gonna fuck him. He was like, I don't even care. I don't even care about that. I was just like, well, that was anticlimactic. But what did Brandy really think she was gonna do with her little teeny tiny self? And his big old cushiony self trying to do something. Child. Now he mad. He say that he gonna rip Nikki apart on his blogs. You know, the blog that don't nobody fucking read. Then Kamaya, I guess because she felt out of the loop, or maybe they had told her she need to do something too, she start up with her shit. It's like, Kamaya, shut up and go somewhere, because you are so out of line. You didn't came to this girl's function. You didn't let Jason get in your head and pump your ass up and bring your ass down there. You had no reason to be there. So just shut the fuck up. I like Kamaya still, I do, but baby, you was wrong. You knew this shit wasn't gonna go well. You got, I'm telling you, I cannot stand Jason Lee. Every time I see him, it's like somebody scratching a fucking chalkboard. Alright, you guys, so Miles, he done went and got some of his more thuggish looking homosexuals. They are filming his video, West Side. And Miles actually sounded like he got a few skills with him. He was even toughed up there. I was just like, oh, okay. Okay, I see you, Miles. He's doing this video, but he can't concentrate, y'all, because his baby Milan won't talk to him. You know, they get a little break. He tried to call Milan. Milan on the beach. What the fuck Milan is doing? But he there with a few people. He holding up some shit. I guess it's some kind of photo shoot. And when they hand Milan the phone, you know, he see his Miles. He just like, I don't want to talk to him. So I guess Milan is digging his pumps into the sand and said, bitch, I ain't talking to you till you do what I tell you to do. So Miles is like, that's it. Damn it, I'm going to go on and tell this girl that I'm gay. For real this time, even though I've been saying that for the last, 4 episodes. He go to church. He got to cleanse his soul. Okay, before he tell everybody what it is, because once he tell Amber and her hair, then that means he gonna be done told the rest of the world. And he worried about that, but he also knows that he loves Milan, and he's just tired of living in the closet, tired of being afraid, tired of hiding, tired of lying. He motherfucking tired. So, yeah, he goes to church and he gonna get his mind right, you guys. In the meantime, Amber and her hair sits down with her sister. I think Miles finally know I'm mean business, okay? He done called me and told me that he want us to go to a therapist. Hell, he and I been together for years, you guys know. The whole family know. We made each other. We like the Ken and Barbie. I was like, girl, now you know what they say about Ken. I love him. I want us to be together. The sister is just sitting across from us like, look, you know him, right? You've been around him for years and years. You know all his moves, his mannerisms, his everything, right? All I'm saying is you need to open your eyes. When you guys go to this therapist and it look like shit ain't gonna go your way, you need to just, you need to let it go. Just bounce. I think the whole family, I think at least all of Amber and her hair family know that the nigga gay already. Okay, just don't want to hurt her feelings. Sort of like, you know how it is when you had this friend and they, sit you down and they be like, I just wanted to let you know that, I'm gay and I finally feel like I need to come on out the closet. And everybody there be just sitting there looking like, motherfucker, we already knew your ass was fucking gay. This the hell the reason why you done brought us all together, nigga. Shit, I thought we was fucking eating. Shit. This big old announcement. Nigga, we been knew that you was gay from when you was 3 years old and used to wear your mama's heels and walk around with a little purse and a baby doll all the fucking time. Shit. To make a long story short, Miles, after he get his cleansing of his soul, he goes and meets with the therapist, and he tells the therapist that him and Amber and her hair were together for a long time, and then he started having feelings for the same sex, and then he started dating one, and then now he's in a full-blown relationship, and Amber and her hair been thinking that we gonna be together, and I'm just gonna tell her now. And the therapist was like, okay, well, I mean, you sure fixing to do a lot here. Do you realize what you asking this girl to accept? I mean, you've been lying to her all this time. I mean, this is going to be a very, very bitter pill for her to swallow. So, I think maybe it's supposed to hit Miles at that moment. He get to crying and shit, y'all. He say he ain't want to hurt her, and this is so hard. Y'all, listen. I'm so fucking tired of Miles and everybody. I want to call the bitch and tell her, what the fuck is her number? Because what is this is 6 episodes and the bitch still don't know. I'm just like, I'm so tired of this. I ain't never seen a fucking storyline drawn out this long. Get the fucking show on the road. So, you know, he say he gonna do it, and the doorbell ring, it's Amber in her hair. So I guess next week is D-Day. Princess is moving. At first I see that one box, I said, damn, Mona, not the fucking same box. But then we see her, you know, once she get outside and it's the moving truck out there, you know, it's a few more boxes in there. I said, okay, I guess Mona said, you know, she can put a couple of dollars out for her girl Princess and Ray J, considering I guess maybe they might be the star of this damn show. So she's moving away from Ray J. Her and her multi-poo, they out. In the meantime, we get Tiarra. She is over at Hazel's house. Hazel says that life is good, even though she just had that damn drink thrown in her face. You know, her music is good. She live in the hills right now. And, you know, she gonna have Tiarra over so she can floss a little bit. Just kind of let her know what's what. So, you know, Tiarra's there. They having a drink. She telling her about Jason and how the nigga threw the drink in her face. Tiarra is cracking up like, bitch, I wish I was there. I was just like, you laughing a little too much, Tiarra. Okay, but Tiarra says that was a bitch ass move, that he shouldn't have did that, but whatever. Tiarra tells her, well, girl, let me tell you how I got my karma back on Princess and Ray J. I've been fucking with his head. I've been telling him all the shit that me and Princess is doing. Yeah, girl, I got Princess thinking that we friends. Okay, she getting a good little kiki out of it. Hazel's just like, yeah, that bitch is messy. Okay, I ain't never forgot how that bitch did me. So yeah, I'm glad I ain't even in this shit. I just keep on being amazed at how Tiarra is just giggling about the shit she's doing. I was just like, man, I hope that Princess finds your ass and crack your motherfucking jaw. So like I said, Princess is mad, right? She gets all the girls together, all her girls together. It's April, it's Shonda, it's Nia, I think that's it, and Princess. And they in the pool, and she's just telling them how Tiarra just been messy, just like I told you she was, April. She went back and told Ray J about the text message that I sent her going to Vegas. So I went on out to Miami with Ray J. Okay, we was together when we went there, but we ain't together no more. I had to put that nigga in his place, tell him, you know, you let me go to jail, you ain't no real man. So I'm single now. I done moved out. Me and my multi-poo, honey, we done found us a place to live, and we good. But I'm still gonna have to get with Tiarra, okay, because her ass is foul. As soon as I see that bitch, I'm gonna beat her ass. She didn't say that, y'all, but I wanted her. Roxanne wanted her to say that. I was just like, I hope she fucked that damn Tiarra up. Honey, Tiarra got it coming. April says, no, I'm gonna need you to try to stay calm. She was like, look, I'm gonna go to this day party. I want you guys to come to the day party. I'm gonna talk to Tiarra then. So we at the day party, y'all. All the girls is there. And I guess it's fucking morning, because when Tiarra and Moniece walk up, you know, first of all, they all look real tired. I was just like, is this motherfucker 8 o'clock in the morning, nigga? What the hell, Mona? Mona, why you got them out there this early? So they hug, and, you know, Tiarra out. Now look, this is another thing before we get, y'all know how I feel about being ready when you gonna be on this goddamn camera. Now if you gonna wear the damn chambray shirt, what the fuck them shorts come in looking like you was fixing to go jogging, and they had the nerve to put on some, you know, some real sparkly necklace or some shit up here trying to dress it up down here. I said, girl, you look a fucking mess. Don't come to some shit with your ex's ex-girlfriend, okay? And the bitch is always put together. She's a pretty girl. No, you needs to be on point when you go to some shit like this. So she comes showing up there. I said, girl, now what is you fixing to do? Maybe she thought she was gonna be in a fight. She goes up to him, hey y'all. She gives everybody a hug. Moniece, she starts the shit off right away. I'm just like, I just don't understand how, you know, Princess and Tiarra are supposed to be friends. Bitch, why are you so fucking worried about it? What do you have to do with Tiarra or Princess? You guys didn't have nothing to do with each other last season. All of a sudden, you just riding so hard for Tiarra. I was like, Moniece, shut up. Shit, she was getting on my nerves too. Tiarra was just like, well, no, we're not really friends, but we're not enemies. And Princess was like, oh, we not friends? Like, I thought we was friends. We've been hanging and shit. We've been going to Drake's house, and you've been telling all my business, right? You've been talking to Ray J? Tiarra was just like, well, I sent him a text message. Okay, yeah, bitch, you talked to his ass too, lying ass biatch. Shit. Princess was just like, oh, okay, so that's how you do me. I thought we was homegirls and everything, and you gonna run back and be telling Ray J shit. And Tiarra was just like, I guess this was her moment. Look, let me tell you something. You just need to get a little bit smarter. The way you guys treated me last year, you know, it was stupid for you to think that we was gonna be homegirls and was gonna be friends now. Princess was like, so you mean to tell me that moment that we had at the pamper party, like that wasn't real? And Tiarra was like, well, I ain't never gonna kick no bitch when she down. Okay, like you guys did. I'm not gonna be all over you when you crying and upset, but yeah, bitch, I'm getting you back for. I was just like, y'all, they was like this, and I said, Princess, look, stop all this fucking talking, okay, and bust that bitch in the mouth. And that's exactly what she did. She had all of the space and opportunity, and she was like, bip, hit that bitch right in the somewhere right in here. I mean, didn't have no block or nothing. That shit was solid, a good solid to the here. And of course, security rushes in, and you know, Princess was like, bitch, you is unloyal, you an unloyal asshole. And you know, Tiarra was like, I'll fuck you up. You know, she over there on the side, they pulling her apart. And y'all, I guess that shit must have went on all day, because every time they came back to the two of them arguing, it was a little bit darker. Okay, that shit went from morning time, then it was late afternoon. Princess was just like, you dirty. I mean, how could you just be telling all my business, talking to Ray J, you saying you wanted me to move out and you was gonna move in? And T was like, I ain't never said that. You know, he a fucking liar. Okay, this is right here. This is the time when I was like, why can't they understand that he lied to both of them? Y'all up here fighting, and Ray J is the fucking problem. You know, so that's why I was just like, Tiarra, why are you going through all of this? And then all of a sudden, it was fucking nighttime. Okay, it's still out there arguing. Everybody's sitting around tired and shit. I said, Mona, is these motherfuckers making overtime? I mean, goddamn, what time is it now? Shit. Princess was just like, you a unloyal bitch. Then she called her a fat ass and a hippo. You know, that kind of shit kind of hurts your feelings, especially when you're around your girls, and especially when everybody is very fit and you the only one that's kind of big out of the whole group. Tiarra's not fat, but Tiarra is bigger, and what she had on certainly didn't help out with, you know, her look. Okay, so she calls her fat, calls her a hippo. Bitch, you can't do shit. You can't even get up. And that's when Tiarra got mad. And that's when she got up and tried to spit at her and everything. But Princess was like, bitch, I'm going to get your ass. I'm going to get to your motherfucking ass and that old scrawny ass Moniece. Can't do it right now because it's security, but you best watch your back, bitch. I'm going to get you. It's going to be now or it's going to be later. A fight between Princess and Tiarra. Okay, I think I would be here for that fight. I don't know who would win, but I think Princess, well, you know, we're not gonna underestimate Princess. I think she got it in her. Okay, but I can look at Tiarra and also tell that that bitch got it in her too. Where's she from? Detroit. They say them Detroit bitches fight all the fucking time. So, you know, but yeah, I think I would be there for that. But yeah, y'all, that's it. I wonder how Tiarra feels looking back at this. It's just such a not a good look for her. Alright, you guys, let me get off of here. Make sure that you rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I'm itsrox. The channel is for itsrox, and everything else I do will be in the bottom bar. Alright. So I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day, and I plan on doing the same. Until next time, Roxstars. Bye.